Hello and welcome to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the third game in the Liberty North Invitational Basketball Tournament where the Basehor Linwood Bobcats and Lee Summit West Titans go to battle this evening. I'm Zach Klug, joined alongside my partner Jack Kinkowitz, and we're going to bring you all of tonight's live game action here on North Nation Sports.
That's right, Zach. We have a great matchup for you tonight. Coming up later, we have the Liberty North Eagles taking on the Kansas City Northeast Vikings at 8. But the game right now, we have the Basehor Linwood Bobcats taking on the Lee Summit West Titans.
Yeah, that's right. And the Basehor Linwood Bobcats were the tournament champions last year, so looking to continue their reign as Liberty North Invitational champions. And in order to do that, they're going to need to find who has a hot hand tonight, make free throws, and not turn the ball over.
Along with that, they will need their senior Connor Younger, who last year he dominated the tournament, and led the Bobcats to the championship. Let's see if they'll be able to have back-to-back championship victories.
And in order for Lee Summit West to stop their reign, they're going to be able to need to be able to get into passing lanes and pressure the basketball and outwork the other team. And offensively, they're going to need to get in and out of transition and move the ball around a lot.
And they're going to have to use their senior Tavian Glasgow. Last year he averaged 16.5 points per game, and the Titans, all right, I guess we're heading to court with Cole and Trey. If it does that next time, you can scroll up. You can easily scroll up. All right.
Thanks, Zach and Jack. Welcome to Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for the Liberty North Invitational Basketball Tournament where the Bobcats and the Titans go to battle tonight. Good evening and welcome. I'm Colin Masters, joined alongside my partner, Trey DeGarmo, and we're going to be bringing you all of tonight's game action live here in North Nation Sports.
Yeah, thanks, Cole. We've got a great match between the Basehor Linwood Bobcats and the Lee Summit West Titans. And when we looked at the tournament schedule that was posted a few weeks ago, this was a game that I think we all were taking notice of between two teams that are coming off very strong years last year.
Yeah, for sure, Trey. And as we were just explaining that, we saw Corey Davila get that easy jumper right there for an extra 2 points for the Basehor Linwood Bobcats.
Yeah, Basehor Linwood already starting off hot. And one thing about Basehor Linwood is last year they were actually the champions of this Liberty North Invitational. It was the first time in, I think, 4 years that a team other than Liberty North or Park Hill had won the tournament. And it was Basehor Linwood's first year in the tournament. And this will be Lee Summit West's first year in the tournament.
Long pass to Younger. He hands it back to number 0. Jordan Brown is going to take the shot, and it's going to hit off the rim as the Titans recover the ball. Down the court, number 12, Tyson Brennan takes the ball.
And Basehor Linwood already starting off very aggressive, taking the open jumper as soon as he got the look.
And Mike McKnight went up on the drive, and it looks like there's going to be a foul on number 1, Trevor McBride.
Yeah, it was a good cut from Lee Summit West and a good foul from Basehor Linwood. You don't want to give him easy baskets, especially early in the game.
Excuse me, that foul is actually on number 10, Adam Peterson. That's his first.
First one's good from McKnight.
Second from McKnight is up and is good as well. That'll tie the score 2-all here within the first minute.
Yeah, very important in high school basketball to hit your free throws. You see late in games when free throws become especially more important. Every free throw counts, and he was able to knock down both, which is really big early in the game.
And it looks like we did not get the clock to start on the inbound play, so they'll just inbound it again. Receiving the ball, number 1, Trevor McBride, 6'1" sophomore. Taking it up with the key. Over to Younger from the beyond the arc, and Younger just outside as it rolls out the rim, and a rebound by Lee Summit Titans. And this one, McKnight, I should say, goes up and good for 2 points. 4 on the night for Mike McKnight.
Yeah, scoring the first first 4 points for Lee Summit West already. He's off to a nice start. And Davila from Basehor Linwood able to make the layup. And Connor Younger, as we saw, number 22, he was actually named to the all-tournament team in this tournament last year. with Basehor Linwood, of course, winning. And Younger really showed out as a junior, and he returns for his senior year, hoping to have that same kind of success.
Yeah, and McKnight goes up again and gets an and one. Foul called on number 22, Connor Younger. That's his first, a team second of the half.
McKnight not able to hit that one. Davila with a rebound. Going
Ball
fast
to
down
Younger as
court.
he drives to the hoop and is going to get an and one as well. Connor Younger, his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, Connor Younger just showing a lot of speed. He's only 6 foot, but he goes up hard at the rim. Is able to draw the contact, keep his balance, and make the layup, and then it'll take him to the line. Really nice play.
Let's take a look at that replay real quick. As you can see, a long pass for the Bobcats, and Younger goes straight up with a left-handed layup, and McKnight knows it right there. A foul as they go back, and Younger misses his free throw. It's going to stay a 7-6 game as the Titans go up with Taven Glasgow getting his first points of the night.
Yeah, Glasgow's
An easy
going to be
jumper.
a very important player for Lee Summit West tonight. If he's able to get going, Lee Summit West is going to have a great chance.
Brown up to the rim, and it looks like that ball may have been tipped, and we should have a relatively easy score by McKnight, and just like that, left-handed layup. And that is going to be his 8th point of the game already, and it's only been 2.5 minutes here.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game. We've seen a couple low-scoring games so far in this tournament from the men's side, and looks like this game is not going to be like that.
Another pass to Summit West, and they are all over the place. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, and they're just all over the place. There is no rhythm to this game so far. It's just get the ball and score. Wow.
Yeah, and the refs are really letting them play so
Whoa.
far.
Long pass after long pass. There has not been a break.
The refs actually changed in between games, and the last refs were really letting them play, so we thought maybe more calls would be there would be more foul calls in these games, but so far in the game, the refs have really been letting everything go.
Yeah, and just to kind of recap what just happened there, Tyson Brennan went up first for a shot and was glassed, or I should say blocked by Adam Peterson. Then the Bobcats went down the court and couldn't get a shot off, and then another long pass back down the court, and it looks like that Basehor Linwood fouled Summit West, and it'll be an inbounds play for the Titans. That foul is on Corey Davila, his first.
Ball's knocked out of bounds, but looks like the Titans will retain possession. With Glasgow to inbound the ball once again. Titans showing a lot of movement early in the game.
Glasgow up with an easy jumper. It's going to be his second 2 points of the game.
Yeah, this goes with a right-hand hook shot. That's something that no defender is going to be able to block when you got arms as long as his. And if that's a shot that he's going to hit consistently in this game, he's going to score a lot of points.
With a lot of coverage, Jordan Brown takes a shot, and it is going to bounce off the rim. McKnight hands it off to Taven Glasgow, and that goes out of bounds. It's going to go towards the Bobcats.
Very aggressive so far. We have 19 points scored in this first quarter.
It's been just over 3.5 minutes, as the quarters are 8 minutes here in high school basketball. McBride to A.J. Cooper, who checks in the game, number 2, has the ball as he hands it back to McBride in the corner.
Basehor Linwood so far going with a lot of off-ball screens. They got a swing passes going around the perimeter this entire time, trying to trip up Lee Summit West defense.
McBride from well beyond the arc, and it does not get it to fall down. It is still rebounded by Davila, and he is going to get 2 to go there.
I really like that shot from Basehor Linwood. They really were being patient. And Trevor McBride not able to hit the shot, but they were able to get an offensive rebound, which is very big. If you're able to get offensive rebounds consistently in a game and make those second chance points, the other team doesn't really stand a chance. And especially a guy like Davila, if he's able to get a lot of offensive rebounds in this game, he's their main guy, standing at 6'7". Of course, Basehor Linwood with a lot of height. They're looking to win the battle at the glass.
Shot missed by Glasgow, and McBride takes another 3, and this one gets it to funnel in. That's his first points for Trevor McBride.
Yeah, and that'll tie the game at 12. We got about 3.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Lee Summit West going with 4 out, 1 in, feeding the guy in the post who's able to beat a guy off the dribble.
Elisha Haynes gets that one to fall in. Going to bring the score 12-14 with Lee Summit West hanging on to that 2-point lead. McBride with the ball, hits it to Davila. Back to Brown. Brown hits it out to Cooper, and Cooper from beyond the arc doesn't get it to fall either. Rebounded by Haynes and passed to number 12, Tyson Brennan of the Titans.
So far, some really good dribble drives from Basehor Linwood. They've been able to draw double teams consistently and kick out to their open shooters. Not able to hit on this one, but they have been getting open shots because of the success of their dribble drives so far.
On the drive to the rim, Butler is fouled, and it looks like the foul is going to be on Basehor Linwood. Number 45, Corey Davila. His second.
Connor Younger is coming back into the game for Basehor Linwood.
Another long inbounded pass from the Titans.
Glasgow dribbling the ball up top. Looking for a screen, doesn't get it, and he travels.
Yeah, just a little bit of a communication error right there, Trey. You can see Glasgow just kind of hesitating a little bit, and he picks up his feet because he's going to get an easy travel and an easy turnover for the Bobcats as they are down by 2 with about 2.5 left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, Glasgow was looking for a screen that he wasn't able to get, and he just stutter-stepped a little bit, which is an easy travel call for the refs.
Younger with the ball outside the arc. It's back to Peterson, and Connor Younger with a step back and is going to get that one to miss. McKnight to the rim and does not get that one to fall, but is rebounded by the Titans, and the ball, another miscommunication, is thrown out of bounds. It's going to be the Bobcat ball here with about 1:52 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Basehor Linwood showing a lot of aggression, shooting the ball, as we saw Younger shoot from mid-range there. No hesitation. And I really like what Basehor Linwood's doing. They've got a lot of ball movement, and they're trying to set up their open shooters, shoot early and often. And so far, they've been able to put the ball in the hoop quite a bit.
McBride passes it to Brown.
Another open shooter for Basehor Linwood. Not able to knock that one down, but they'll take that shot all day.
Checking into the game for the Titans, number 4, Ian McDonald, the junior.
Looks like Chase Torkelson will inbound the ball. Or he will check in, excuse me.
That foul on number 2, A.J. Cooper. That's the Bobcats' 5th or 6th foul, I should say, of the half already.
Glasgow taking Younger one-on-one, posts him up, but has to dish out of it.
Haynes goes up, and ooh, we are going to call a travel right there.
Got some chirping from the peanut gallery. A referee responded to that. You guys couldn't see it on your screen, but it was pretty funny down here.
Trevor McBride goes up for the shot and is fouled, but did not get that one to sink in. That foul called on number 4, Ian McDonald, his first. The Titans' second of the night. First shot from McBride is missed. Score still stands at 12-14, Basehor Linwood.
McBride's been very active in this game so far, but only has 3 points to show for it.
Second shot from McBride is up and also missed, rebounded by the Titans.
McBride, of course, the son of the head coach, Mike McBride for Basehor Linwood.
Brennan puts it up and gets that one to go for the Titans.
Really strong post move from Brennan. That's a shot that is pretty much unstoppable if you're able to make it when you're sending a 6'5" and you have a wingspan of, let's guess, about 6'8".
Good move from Connor Younger, but it does not get it to fall in. Rebounded by the Titans. Long pass and is able to put up by Josh Butler his first 2 points of the game, and the Titans take an 18-12 lead with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Butler, the other big for Lee Summit West, sending in a 6'5". The senior is one of the leaders of this Lee Summit West team. Both of these teams have a lot of athleticism and a lot of size.
Oh, but that'll help him out a little bit. Connor Younger, ice from beyond the arc. That's going to be a three-pointer. Going to bring the score now 18-15 with 20 seconds left. Let's take a look at that replay. As said, Connor Younger, plenty of time. Nice and easy shot from the left-hander and banked it right in.
Yeah, lefty like Ginobili there. Connor Younger knocking down the three.
Wait.
Yeah. Chase Torkelson coming into the game, and it looks like we will have a full timeout. Or no, excuse me, we will have substitutions coming in. Now Basehor Linwood, Jordan Brown inbounding the ball.
Trevor McBride and Chandler Miller checking in the game for Basehor Linwood with 10 seconds left. I'm surprised if they don't try and get the final shot here. McBride finds Younger in the corner, their three shooter, and bang, he delivers. Connor Younger is going to take it to the end of the quarter. Long shot from Lee Summit West, almost hit a cheerleader. And Connor Younger came up clutch there in those last 30 seconds, getting 6 points. 2 3-pointers, going to tie up the game at 18-all. Let's take a quick minutes.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Welcome back to Liberty North High School here in Liberty, Missouri, as the Basehor Linwood Bobcats are taking on the Lee Summit West Titans as the Bobcats inbound the ball. Jordan
So
Brown.
far we're locked in we got a little bit of a gridlock here, tied at 18-all. Here at the start of the second quarter, we got a great game going, and we expect it to be great throughout.
The shot from Younger was a quick one, and it was just in the result show that as is off the rim.
That's part of what makes Connor Younger's shot so deadly is how quick of a release he has. That's one thing we talk about, great shooters. Steph Curry has a very quick release, which makes him hard to guard even though he's so short. Connor Younger, of course, being only 6 foot tall, one of the shorter guys on the court. Quick release makes up for that and makes his shot really hard to block.
Shot from Benton is rebounded by the 5'11" Mike McKnight and is still going to oh, wow. Good court awareness right there from number 12, Tyson Brennan. He was very closely out of bounds and threw it off the Basehor Linwood Bobcat player and is going to retain Titan ball.
Yeah, that's the street ball move there, trying to throw it off the defender.
Throw it off him, go out of bounds. Hey, touch you last.
Checking back into the Titans, Josh Butler.
Checking back in for the Titans, number 0, Josh Butler. Ooh. Good move right there by Taven Glasgow, and he's going to convert on that one. Wow.
That is also behind the back floater off the glass.
Let's take a look at that replay right there.
That's absolute butter.
Yes. You can see that replay right there. Behind the back. Wow. An easy shot to go in off the glass.
Jordan Brown
the assist from a Younger
layup.
That's not what the game is.
Rebound from Lee Summit West. Nice pump fake, but not able to convert. Basehor Linwood now on the fast break.
That last point scored by the Bobcats was number 0, Jordan Brown, his first 2 points of the game. And that ball is going to be tapped out of bounds by the Titan defender.
It looks like Trevor McBride will check in for Basehor Linwood, as well as number 12, Ethan Wilkinson, his first appearance in this game. It looks like number 10, Luke Jordan for Lee Summit West is checking in.
Pass to number 12, Ethan Wilkinson, as he checks in the game as well. Back to McBride. McBride hits it to Younger as he goes back to Jordan Brown.
Basehor Linwood having a little bit of trouble with spacing so far in this possession, as they've all kind of been plugged up on the right side of the court, not able to get anything open. And as you see, that results in a bad shot from Jordan Brown. Almost put it in the hoop, but now Lee Summit West gets the ball.
Chase Turkelson also in the game for the Bobcats. Oh, wow. And we are going to have a charge by number 0 for the Titans, Josh Butler. That's his first foul. Lee Summit West's third personal foul.
Yeah, really nice way to draw the charge from Basehor Linwood. Really just flying bodies across the court, able to get in front of them.
He definitely was able to sell that one, even if it wasn't as aggressive as we saw. Excellent job of selling that one to the refs. And the Bobcats will retain possession now in the 2020 game with 5.5 minutes to go.
Basehor Linwood working it in the post.
Brown drives to the hoop and hits it back out to Younger. Connor Younger with a step back, but is going to find Torkelson instead. Younger drives in and gets the ball swatted away, but tipped away by the Titans, and it will stay Bobcat ball.
Yeah, excuse me, number 22 for Basehor Linwood, Connor Younger was able to sell the shot and drive inside, showed really nice patience, pump faking, but was unable to finish at the rim and had the ball knocked out of bounds.
High pass, oh wow, that was something special right there. Behind the back pass from Younger, and he gets his shot and it gets his own rebound, goes up and draws the foul. And that was something special right there. Behind the back pass to number 0, Jordan Brown, who ends up shooting the ball. Younger gets the rebound, puts it back up, misses his shot, gets his rebound, and then takes the foul instead. That foul on number 10 for the Titans, Luke Jordan, who's been in the game.
Is that all he did?
His first, I mean, honestly, I mean, he literally was on every single part of that play, and will sink his free throw there.
Yeah, Younger is just kind of a workhorse for this Basehor Linwood basketball team. He's all across the court. We saw it last year in this tournament. We saw it throughout last season, and now already in the first game of the tournament for Basehor Linwood, he's showing out.
Connor Younger already leading the squad for the Bobcats, 10 points in the first half. And now 11 as he sinks that one to go in, and he will check out of the game as number 2, AJ Cooper, excuse me, checks in the game.
Number 2, AJ Cooper.
And it seems that number 2, Tavian Glasgow's been acting as a point guard here for the Titans. And whoa, McKnight is up at the rim, and it gets glassed by the Bobcats. Will go up.
That was a really nice cut from McBride, but getting stuffed at the rim. Really nice defense inside.
Carter Bergman also checks in the game for the Bobcats. Oh, and a long 3 from Jordan Brown. His first 3 of the night.
Jordan Brown's taking up a couple threes, finally able to hit one there on the open one.
Oh, and the shot from Glasgow is up and out the rim, and somehow the Bobcats get the ball on that one.
Yeah, Butler getting the rebound, not able to put it up on the second chance points, and that's something that he's really got to convert.
McBride finds Cooper on the outside. Brown makes a move towards the rim, goes back to McBride, pump fake.
Looks like Lee Summit West is trying to not let him shoot. They're playing up on the shooters.
Playing excellent press defense here. Oh, but not enough as Brown takes another shot, and it just goes out the rim. Good box out right there from number 23, Elijah Haynes, just getting the ball to the other Lee Summit players.
Yeah, constant off-ball screens from Basehor Linwood's making it hard for Lee Summit West to press the shooters.
That score was number 0, Josh Butler, his 4th point of the game. Wide open shot from Cooper off the rim, does not convert. And Glasgow takes the ball back down for the Titans. Behind the back pass, back to Butler. And it hits the top of the backboard, but stays in bounds for number 31, Carter Bergman, to get the rebound.
McBride bringing the ball up court.
Basehor Linwood still retains a 3-point lead as Bergman goes up and hits it off the side of the backboard, so it will take a weird angle and go out of bounds.
Looks like Basehor Linwood's going to step back in their size. Corey Davila, number 45. They were losing. You can really tell a big difference when he goes off of the court because they start losing the rebound battle.
Another long inbound pass. That's what kind of been the story of the game here, Trey. Long passes, and almost none of them have turned into turnovers, which is very surprising here as both teams are playing very aggressive basketball. The shot from McBride also out.
Wide open, just wasn't able to get the roll off the rim. It was a good-looking shot, but sometimes the ball just doesn't roll in your favor.
Glasgow gets the assist to number 12, Tyson Brennan, his first 3 points of the game.
Basehor Linwood trying to work the ball inside, but stolen by Butler, who leads Lee Summit West on the break. Loses his handle a little bit. Basehor Linwood trying to take advantage of the center handling the ball.
And Connor Younger gets his first steal of the night, takes it to an easy left-handed layup. Gonna add on to his 12, or gonna add on to his 13 points.
Yeah, with his athleticism, I'm surprised he didn't try to do something a little more fancy, but he just went in for the simple 2 points.
Humble player.
Well, that basket did give them the lead, so no reason to mess around.
No. And we are going to have a charge that's going against number 12, Tyson Brennan, his first foul of the game.
Foul called on number 12.
To Summit West, 5th.
His first, team 5th foul for the Titans.
And just a reminder, make sure to tune in to the halftime show that will be taking place at the end of this half. That will be led by Jack and Zach in the studio.
There's going to be a travel on Bergman.
Checking back in for the Bobcats, number 10, Adam Peterson.
Yeah, you can hear Coach Michael Schiebler for the Lee Summit West Titans yelling at his team, trying to get them ready as you have a really tight game here late in the second quarter.
Younger hesitates just a second to get it across half court, gets it off to McBride. And McBride takes it to the hoop on the left-handed layup, and it gets it to roll in for number 1, McBride, to get his 5th point of the game.
Yeah, McBride doing a great job of just beating guys off the dribble. You're your team's going to be pretty much unstoppable when you have someone that can beat teams off the dribble consistently. But Lee Summit West responds right back with a layup of their own.
Ian McDonald gets his 2nd point of the game. Younger taking his time. A minute left here in the first half. Basehor Linwood up by 2.
Off the back iron from Connor Younger.
Oh, and another turnover. Connor Younger's got plenty of time. He's going to take it up himself. Oh, and just before the shot is going to get a traveling penalty called, or a traveling violation called.
He doesn't like the call, but look, just taking a look at it, it was pretty obvious that it was a travel. And those 2 points will not count. He thought he was about to have a 3-point play.
Glasgow hits it off to McDonald. Goes back to Glasgow on the inside. And going to get a travel called on Glasgow again. That's 3 straight turnovers.
That is because of the inputs, the way it's linked. So someone accidentally scrolled through it, changed where it's linked.
Younger goes into the hole, and that's going to be the turnover right there. An aggressive pass, and it does not turn off right. And it looks like we will have a foul called on Basehor Linwood. That is their 7th foul. Going to take them into, or the 7th foul for Basehor Linwood, so that will take Lee Summit West into the bonus. Foul was on number 1, Mike McBride. The first shot from McDonald is good for 1. Lee Summit West comes within 1 point now. The second shot is up and also converts as he ties up the game. 29 apiece as number 0, Josh Butler, will check in the game for the Titans.
Yeah, we got about 30 seconds left here in this second half. It's going to be interesting to see if Basehor Linwood decides to hold it to the end of the first half, or if they decide to just wait till their best shot and take it regardless of time.
Yeah, for sure. And there is no shot clock here in high school basketball, so they can literally take as long as they want.
And Basehor Linwood already in the bonus.
Oh, they got it to their man over there, Connor Younger, and it is not going to be converted. And McKnight takes it up and stolen away. Younger puts it up, but nowhere really even close. And after a little bit of a fiasco last couple seconds, we'll go to the half with the score of 29-29. Let's send it to Zach and Jack in the studio with a halftime update.
graphic around the
20
league
points
graphic.
now. Who won the last?
I can't remember.
Hello, welcome to your North Nation Studio Halftime Report. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner Jack Hinkowitz, and we're going to catch you up on everything that's happened in the game so far. So let's go ahead and look at some of the highlights. It looks like we got some great shooting by Basehor Linwood. Number 22, Connor Younger. He was our player to watch this game. He performed very well in the tournament last year. He was also got one of the player of the games from the last tournament. As you see, that was a deep three by number 10, Adam
incredible.
Peterson. Yeah, did you see how far back he was?
Oh, nice little steal there.
Yeah, Connor Younger did great with that layup. And now we see Lee Summit West moving the ball around. You know, they did a great job of that, you know, always keeping Basehor Linwood kind of on their toes, and a great little layup.
For sure, yes.
Yeah, that was number 25 right there.
So the current score for the game is 29-29.
And yeah, it's really close. I think this game could be one of the most highest contested games that we've seen so far in the tournament.
So, yeah.
And this game, I would not be surprised if it ended up going into overtime. But so far, player of the game, I gotta say, for Basehor Linwood, it's definitely Connor Younger with 13 points so far on the night.
Yeah.
We saw him get that steal right there. It was really impressive, just how aggressive he's been playing.
Oh yeah, very, very dominant with the ball. He's been making plays, passing the ball really well, with lots of assists and lots of points himself too, for sure.
And he always performs well in this tournament. I feel like he's very comfortable playing in this Liberty North field house. He looks just so comfortable playing. And I've been very impressed with his performance in all of the Liberty North Invitationals.
Yeah. Now a player to watch for the Titans is Mike McKnight, who actually he only has 8 points in the first half, but he has also been very, very dominant with the ball, and he's very, very good.
Yeah, you say 8 points, but he's actually leading his team right now, which is also I think that's always saying something. But if they only have 8 points, that means they're very spread out. And whenever a team is spread, whenever the points are spread amongst the team, that means that the team is playing very well. And that's I feel like that's almost somewhat more impressive than having one person staying out, because that shows how the team is playing collectively. And when you have a tight game like this, that's what you need. Because what if Connor Younger gets tired and they put him on the bench? Then he's not going to have his teammates to pick him back up. But for Lee Summit, they have that right now. And we'll be right back in a few moments after a word from some of our messages.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
Welcome back. We're going to recap last game. It was the Park Hill Trojans versus the St. Joe Central Indians.
Yeah, Park Hill ended up coming away with the victory there, but I just want to talk about how good the performance was from Nick Bryant. We have a couple replays right here going on. Just in the background, but I felt like the Trojans played very aggressive, and I think that's what ultimately got them the victory.
I agree. So as we recall, one of their keys to victory was to be aggressive with the ball, and they definitely met that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. And then also for St. Joe Central, you know, we saw Will Small. You know, he played a great game. He ended up scoring 20 points, and it was a very impressive performance from all of them on that St. Joe Central team. We also saw AJ Redmond, who had 24 points on the night. He was someone we didn't really talk about in the post-game show.
We really didn't. Yeah, St. Joe Central for sure was not a team to take lightly, but Park Hill, was able to come away with that victory. As you can see, very, very great ball handling right there, and just moving the ball around, lots of passes, finding the open man. Like that's basketball for you right there.
Yeah, and I was really kind of surprised that the without the St. Joe Central team, if they would have won, they would have had all the teams who were preparing to play them would have had multiple offensive threats who were threats to score over 20 points a game. So I think that's really impressive. So now we're going to go ahead and send it to a couple of our sponsors.
The foundation helped me.
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 The Learning Enrichment Grant from the Liberty Education Foundation helped us do water quality testing for Liberty Creek water and the water analysis.
Creating innovative professional sports content to entertain and thrill our community. Creating a professional broadcast environment for tomorrow's television professionals. And professional service for our district partners and its stakeholders. Niles Media Group. Excellence today, innovation tomorrow. Exceptional service always.
And some keys to victory for the Basehor Linwood Bobcats include finding who's hot in the hand, and then they need to make their free throws, and they're also not trying to turn the ball over. Those are definitely good keys that I think we've seen them pretty much pull off during the first half.
Yeah. The issues with we did see a couple times where the Lee Summit Titans they get forced those turnovers and end up getting some of those points off of the turnovers, and that could be an issue later in the game, especially with the game that's this tightly contested. You can't take each possession for granted, and I really think that they're really going to need to limit the amount of turnovers they have. And for the Titans, they're going to defensively need to get into passing lanes. That was specifically from the coach. He specifically said they need to get into passing lanes and pressure the basketball. And you know what? I feel like, this game is looking like it could be about an average scoring game. So the defense and offense, there's been a good defense to offensive balance in this game.
I believe they are very, very equal teams as we've seen. It's tied 29-29 currently, and you can see they are very, very close.
Yeah, I'm really expecting a lot of fireworks, towards the end of this. But it's going to be whoever steps up and wins this game. It's whoever wants it the most. That's what's so much fun about the games that are very close like this. It's 29-21. It's whoever wants it the most. And we're really about to see what these teams are made out of.
Very much so, yes.
And I'm really excited to see how this finishes. You know what? We just got to keep looking an eye on Mike McKnight. He's played great so far, and I'm expecting big things from him in the second half. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. And as for Basehor Linwood, Connor Younger, he's going off for his second year in a row.
He's very much like he is not a player to take lightly. He's definitely very, very good at creating points and creating passes, as we see there. A nice little assist there, and then they get back open for the three. He's very good at playing. He executes perfectly. Lots of shots.
Yeah, and it always seems like he has the ball in his hand, and that's how you know, the coaches trust him, and that's how you know he's a good basketball player, because he always has the ball in his hand. The game plan is for him to take the shot, and he's rarely ever off the court.
We are going to wrap it up and throw it on back to the court.
And welcome back during our halftime show here with a minute left until the second half gets underway. The Basehor Linwood Bobcats are taking on the Lee Summit West Titans in a shootout, I could say, 29-29 here.
Yeah, and as you can probably see on the court, we got the Liberty North Eagles taking on the Kansas City Northeast Vikings next, and we will be covering that game. Make sure to tune into that. But for now, we are focused on the Titans and the Bobcats, who are gridlocked at 29 each. We've got about 40 seconds left before the second half starts, and it is, I think we can safely say it's going to come down to the wire.
And who've had some excellent games so far. No surprise, honestly. Connor Younger has come out. He's got 2 two-point field goals and 2 three-point field goals, totaling up to 13 points for the Bobcats. And we also, for the Titans, Mike McKnight came out destroying that first couple minutes. He's got 8 points on the game for the Titans.
8 points that came in the first, 2.5 minutes?
I know, it was crazy. He was like, oh, okay, Lee Summit West is going to score 12 in the first 4 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, really, both teams really came out hot. Almost scored 30 apiece. We're going to be looking at a game that potentially could be up in the 70s.
And here we go to start the second half. The Titans will inbound the ball. Number 2, I should say. Taven Glasgow gets the ball over to McKnight.
Titans really trying to work the ball into the post. Got the two big men setting screens for each other, trying to work something into the paint.
McKnight finds Butler on the inside. He gets the ball knocked away, but recovers. He's got a lot of Bobcats on him, but even with will draw the foul. That one looks like it's going to go against number 10, Adam Peterson.
Yeah, some good defense from the Bobcats as they were not letting the ball inside. And the farthest inside they let it get was when they gave up a foul, and they're sending him to the free throw, which I like. No easy buckets, especially as you get in a tight game in the second half.
That is Butler's 5th point of the game, his first of the half, bringing the score now 30-29 as the Titans take the lead on that free throw. Second one is up and good as well for Butler. McBride takes the ball down the field, or down the court, I should say.
Jordan Brown sets the screen, but ends up getting the ball right after he swings it around.
Finds Davila inside, and he misses his shot, but gets his own rebound and turns it over.
Yeah, Davila did a great job of getting it inside. It was a really nice feed, but he was just not able to convert. And when you're inside like that, that's about a good look as you're going to get. You got to convert those.
Haynes goes back to McKnight on the inside, but doesn't get his shot to go in, but grabs his own rebound.
And that's a really good defense from Basehor Linwood with number 0, Jordan Brown, coming up with the block on the inside.
Brown looks for Younger way outside the arc. McBride on the left wing. Thinks about it and does take the long 3 and air ball for McBride.
Yeah, that shot was not even close.
Nope.
Not going to
really
sugarcoat it. But
but he makes up for it right there with a good steal. McBride takes it up the court and finds Younger with the left-handed layup. Oh my goodness, but gets absolutely swatted by number 12, Tyson Brennan.
Yeah, Brennan just completely stuffed him as he went for the layup. That's really good defense.
That was clean, 100%. But the ball was knocked out of bounds by the Titans, so the Bobcats will inbound it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about getting blocked out of bounds. Is you retain possession. Your ego might get hurt a little bit. Your confidence might be shaken. You might not want to get the ball again, but you do keep possession.
And just like that, Davila gets the score, going to bring the score 31-31, and we'll have another Bobcat foul. That one going on number 0, Jordan Brown, his first of the game. Bobcats second of the half.
Foul called on number 0, Jordan Brown.
Glasgow, the Lee Summit West football standout, going to the free throw line. I believe for the 3rd or 4th time tonight, he's really been drawing fouls left and right.
That one is up and good for Glasgow. His 7th point of the game. McBride takes it down the court, finds Younger. As he drives the hoop, passes it out to Brown. Brown from outside the arc, gets it to go! Jordan Brown.
That's a second made 3-pointer of the night for Brown.
Let's take a look at that replay real quick.
Shooting behind the arc.
As you can see, he's got plenty of time. Take that shot. It is up and good for Brown. As we miss it right there, number 12, Tyson Brennan, decided to retaliate a little bit of his own to get a 3-pointer to go in.
Younger with the miss. Glasgow bringing it up the court, throwing it to Butler, who loses his dribble and gets blocked by Brown. Trying to throw it off the other team, but he just ends up spiking it out of bounds. Basehor Linwood will take over.
Yeah, and a little bit of ball juggling right there for the Titans as it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Bobcat ball. McBride finds Davila to Younger at the top of the key.
Basehor Linwood, great job working it inside. That's number 10,
Adam Peterson.
6'4", sophomore, stained out from Basehor Linwood.
That's great Peterson's first score. And not only has Younger gotten a lot of points in this game, but he already has a numerous number of assists, so he's really balling on all cylinders, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Younger, you know, he's been the key to this game. We talked about it earlier. And, you know, his success on offense has been a big part of Basehor Linwood's success on offense. And that's really what's been keeping this game going, is because, you know, both teams' offense playing really well, but not able to really come up with any stops. So you just got to keep on scoring.
That foul from Basehor Linwood was on number 0, Brown. That's his second foul. Basehor Linwood's third of the half. McBride finds Younger. He goes up and goes to Davila and said, great pass right there as Davila gets a score. That's his 10th point in the game.
Yeah, Younger drawing 2 defenders to the ground, able to swing it right around them for the easy basket for Davila. And this is a really nice play.
Rough shot right there from number 0, Josh Butler, but gets a rebound from his own teammate as that one goes in as Elijah Haynes gets his 4th point of the game.
A lot of these players playing a lot of minutes for both teams. They have not been, a lot of them haven't been subbed out but 1 or 2 times. So it's going to be interesting as we go forward how tired some of these guys are getting.
And after a little bit of a scrum right there at about midcourt, it is going to stay out of bounds. And the Bobcats will retain possession as they cling to a 1-point lead here with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and as I say that, of course, Younger gets subbed out. AJ Cooper, number 2 for Basehor Linwood, subs in for him. McBride bringing up the court. Of course, the 6'1" sophomore for Basehor Linwood. Played a lot last year as a freshman. The coach of the son, the son of the coach, excuse me, as we have already said.
Brown gets another one to go. He's ice cold from beyond the arc tonight. That's his third made 3. Yeah, 11 points now for Bride.
Started off the game a little bit cold, but he was not showing any signs of, you know, shying away from shooting the 3-ball, and he shot a bunch more, and he's made a bunch more since then. And, you know, he's having himself quite a game.
And Haynes decides to retaliate back a little bit, gets an easy bucket right there. Going to be his 6th point of the game. Brown gets the ball, goes up to the rim, and gets swatted away as McKnight has 1 defender to beat. Up to the rim, passes it off to McDonald, and McDonald is fouled on the way up. That is Basehor Linwood's 4th foul of this half.
Yeah, AJ Cooper with the foul. Really good transition defense. Don't let him get an easy transition bucket.
Yeah, speaking of AJ Cooper, that's his 2nd foul as well. So none of the Bobcats are in real foul trouble, each of them having around 2 fouls, if any. But the team already 4 fouls in the third quarter is definitely not good as McDonald misses his first free throw.
Checking back in for the Bobcats, number 11, Chandler Miller.
Coming into the game, number 11, Chandler Miller for the Bobcats, as number 12, Ethan Wilkinson checks out of the game. The shot from McDonald is up, and will sink that one to bring it to a 1-point deficit here for the Titans. That's McDonald's 5th point of the game.
Cooper getting the ball on the wing, not showing much of a willingness to shoot, but feeds it inside really nicely.
That foul is from looks like it's number 23, Elijah Haynes. And that's going to be his first.
Yeah, and that'll be called on the floor, so it will not result in free throws. But Basehor Linwood will get the ball back, or keep the ball, excuse me.
Davila goes up, and they're going to have a foul called on the far side of the court. That one being on number 3, Mike Knight, his 2nd. And Lee Summit West, just like that, has 2 fouls in the half. And they're going to call it not on the floor, but a shot. Davila at the line, up and off the front of the rim. Second shot from Davila is up, and that one he will not convert on either, but rebounded by Cooper. Younger to the rim and finds Davila again. The big man goes up with the right hand. Easy layup right there for Davila. That's his 12th.
Beautiful feed from Younger, swinging it around, using the spin of the ball to get it around the.
That's kind of hard to see
defender.
even live, Trey.
Yeah, that was really impressive stuff from Connor Younger. He's got athleticism. He's got great vision. He's just able to thread the needle. He can score inside. He can score outside. I mean, we've been talking about him a lot, but he is a great talent.
Yeah, and that was a traveling penalty or violation called by Elijah Hayes. And Bobcats will now have an opportunity as Younger puts it up. Rebounded by number 11, Chandler Miller.
Really nice offensive rebound from Basehor Linwood. If they're able to keep getting offensive rebounds in the second half, they're definitely going to win this game.
McBride puts it up, and that's his 7th point as Basehor Linwood extends their lead to 5 points. And over 3 Basehor defenders, it's still going to be a missed field goal opportunity for the Titans.
Younger driving inside, but gets the ball ripped from Glasgow. Really nice defensive play on the interior.
Oh, good defense right there.
The double team was too much from him.
Younger takes it to the hoop. Easy left-handed layup for Connor Younger. He is making fools out of this Titans defense. He's already got 13 points on the night. 15 points on the night, I should say. And timeout, Lee Summit West High School.
Yeah, so far we've got a really nice game. Basehor Linwood able to get the largest lead of the game so far. And this game has just been kind of a teeter-totter up until this point. What do you think's happening that is giving Basehor Linwood this lead?
I think that Basehor Linwood's just feeding a little bit at a time after their scores. Lee Summit West has become a little bit sloppy on their passes and on their rebounding ability. While both teams do have a lot of height, Basehor Linwood doing an excellent job of not only getting the offensive, but the defensive rebounds as well. And more possessions you got, the more shots he can take. The more shots he can take, the more times he can score. And it's obviously reflected here as Basehor Linwood has started to pull away, like you said, by a score of 7 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And Basehor Linwood, what they're doing is they're able to win the battle on the other side of the court, and they're getting out in transition really quick, and they're winning the battle of the boards. They're able to get these rebounds and get in transition really quick, and they're just pushing the envelope. They just keep going. They're playing faster than Lee Summit West. They're grabbing more rebounds than Lee Summit West here in this last quarter, and that's how you build up a 7-point lead. Is you just get a couple stops and you get a couple quick transition points. Next thing you know, you're up 7 points.
It's just like getting each possession and not letting them score. Those points are gonna rack up real quick.
Yeah, and Lee Summit West to get back in this game, they just need to slow down. They need to hit their open shots, work the ball inside to your big man. You got 3 guys that can work the ball inside, and when you get the opportunities, you have to make your inside shots. Because it's when you miss those inside shots within 3 seconds. That's how long it takes from the ball to go to the one side of the court to the other side of the court in transition.
Oh, and that's definitely a way to retaliate right there. Number 12, Tyson Brennan getting his shot. That's his 3rd made 3 of the night and his 10th point.
You got to hit your open shots, and that's what they did on that one. That was very important for Lee Summit West to get their footing back.
And we're going to get another offensive penalty called on the Basehor Linwood Bobcats.
Looks like we had an illegal screen.
And it's going to be on number 45, Corey Davila, his 3rd foul. Basehor Linwood's 5th of the half.
Yeah, with his 3rd foul, that's going to keep him out until the 4th quarter. And once that comes back in, I'm sure they will bring him back.
McDonald's got the ball. And another foul on Basehor Linwood. That one on number 22, Connor Younger, and that's the 6th foul for Basehor Linwood.
Foul called on number 22, Connor Younger. His 2nd, team 7th foul.
And another foul. That one going on number 15, Chase Torkelson. Wow, that's a lot of fouls in a row. That's 3 fouls in the span of 1 minute, and that'll do it right there. Coach McBride saying, enough of that, let's call a timeout. 7 timeouts for Basehor Linwood, and that will put Lee Summit West in the bonus. And now Lee Summit West getting a 3-point score, brings the score within 4.
Yeah, and just to remind everyone that maybe doesn't know, the bonus is actually by quarter in high school basketball, so it will go away at the beginning of the 4th quarter. So Lee Summit West really needs to take advantage of being in the bonus. This is when you get really aggressive inside.
Drawing that free throw opportunities. The shot from McKnight is up and is going to miss his first missed free throw of the night.
McKnight, of course, hasn't scored since that 1st quarter that he came out so hot in.
And is up, and that one will get to go in as McBride gets his first points of the night and brings the deficit now to a mere
McBride now bringing it up the court
5
for Basehor Linwood. Looks like he's going to waste a little bit of time.
And we will have another foul called. Looks like that one's going to be on number 10 for the Bobcats, Adam Peterson, his third. Basehor's 8 of the half. Wow. Looks like the refs are going to have a discussion here about
possibly the foul situation.
Or potentially the clock, as I can hear. Clock didn't quite start maybe at the right time. And looks like they all got it situated, and the score was wrong. That's what I thought. I looked up at the scoreboard, and I was like, oh, that didn't look right. And so, yes, the Titans' score will go in 44-47, only down by 3 as we first stated.
Really good hustle play from Lee Summit West, but unfortunately steps out of bounds. That's number 4, Ian McDonald, the junior guard, showing a lot of effort, but sometimes, you know, when you're going for a ball like that, you're not looking at where you are on the court, and just wasn't quite able to stay in.
McBride checks in for Basehor Linwood as Chandler Miller checks out. On the floor for the Bobcats, we have McBride, Younger, Peterson, Torkelson, and Brown. And then for the Titans, we'll have Butler, Haynes, McDonald, Glasgow, and number 12, Brennan.
Like
McBride taking his time. Definitely going to want to try and take the last shot. Up by 3. Can't give up a turnover. 8 seconds left for Younger. They got the ball who they wanted to. Younger goes up. Pretty shot, but does not get it to go. 1 second left for Lee Summit West. He puts it up. Ooh, just short. And they're going to go into the fourth quarter with a 47-44 lead as Basehor Linwood dominating this game.
Yeah, really nice third quarter from the Basehor Linwood Bobcats. Connor Younger trying to top it off with an up and under layup at the end, but not able to get it go. And we're going to send it to a couple coach interviews.
I'm here with the head coach from Lee Summit West. What's one thing you guys think you can improve on in the second half?
I thought we did a pretty good job of rebounding in spurts, but we've got to do, again, every time we give up an offensive rebound to a good shooting team, it makes it tough. And finish in place, we do those two things. I like where we're at.
Thank you. I'm here with Coach McBride from Basehor Linwood. What's one thing you think you guys can do to improve in the second half?
We have to have better shot selection. We're not taking enough time on the offense.
Thank you.
That was Coach Michael Schreiber from Lee Summit West High School and Coach Mike McBride from Basehor Linwood High School. Those were at halftime. And shout out to our halftime crew, Emma Perry, for getting those interviews.
Yes, sir. And as we start the fourth quarter, Basehor Linwood up by 3, but duly noted as they have 8 fouls this half as Lee Summit West will start off in the bonus. Jordan Brown passes it into McBride. McBride's got plenty of time, hands it off to Brown. Brown dribbles to his right, back to Peterson. Peterson to Younger at the top of the key. Lee Summit West playing excellent defense right here.
Yeah, Lee Summit West looks like they're not going to allow they're not going to allow shots on the perimeter. They're going to make them drive inside and beat them off the dribble.
And as Jordan Brown goes up, he is fouled by a Titan. It looks like it may have been number 23, Haynes. And it was Elijah Haynes. That is his second foul. The Titans' third of the half. And on the shot, Brown goes up and makes it. That's going to be his 12th point of the game. Him and Connor Young are making a run for player of the game. Brown's second shot is up, and that one will go in as well. Jordan Brown with 12 points on the day. An aggressive mistake right there as Basehor Linwood will get the ball back. Younger goes up, and
hard
no
foul.
Surprise there. Hard foul. He'll go back to the line. That foul going on number 12. Tyson Brennan, his second, team fourth. Oh, excuse me, number 0, Josh Butler, his second, still the team's fourth.
Yeah, Connor Young going from the free throw line. He's been very good today.
Younger up off the front of the rim.
And I jinxed him. But really good defense from Lee Summit West on the interior, not letting him get inside buckets, especially when you're down in the second half. You can't let them make easy buckets.
That's Younger's 16th point as Lee Summit West looks to get something going. Down by 6 points now with 7 minutes left in the game. Butler drives in, is going to get fouled on the shot. That foul on number 10, Peterson. His 4th foul, I would assume he's checking out of the game, and sure enough, he will after this free throw as Butler's at the line. That's Basehor Linwood's 9th foul of the game, or of the half, I should say.
Yeah, very physical game so far. I mean, we've seen just fouls, seems like every minute.
Davila checks back in the game. He's got 16 on the night. Or 12 on the night, I should say. Butler at the line. His second shot is up, and that one will go in as well. Josh Butler having a productive second half, his 8th point of the game.
Yeah, what they really need from Butler is when he goes to the line, he needs to hit both of them. That allows him to be more aggressive inside, and that's going to keep Basehor Linwood from fouling him.
Yeah, because they already have 9, so that 10th one will put him in a double bonus, and that's 2 free throws automatically every foul. McBride up, and that one's going to go down in the bucket. Trevor McBride, I should say, making his score 10th point of the game for McBride.
And McBride went on a little bit of a scoring drought here in the second half, but he was able to make up for it with a big 3-pointer. That puts them up 7 points.
The inbound play from the Titans goes to Butler. Butler back to McKnight. Titans down by 7 points here with 6.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The try from Glasgow, he's got time, he converts.
Ref's letting him play very physical.
Glasgow getting another score. That's going to bring him his 9th point of the game.
Yeah, Glasgow having a nice game so far. He's been really productive on the inside, making all of his open layups. Younger trying to get something going off the pick and roll. Gets a guy on a step back, but didn't have any open space to be able to shoot, so he had to toss it around.
McBride taking his time. Gonna find an open shot. Only up by 5 points now, so they definitely need to start capitalizing. McBride up and gets blocked away, but blocked out of bounds, so it'll stay Bobcat ball as number 15 for the Basehor Linwood Bobcats. Chase Torkelson will check in the game.
And that was Elisha Haynes, the Lee Summit West center, blocking that out of bounds. And that was a really nice move. He went up for a reverse layup, but wasn't able to get it to go.
Oh, Younger, a quick shot. Oh, you can't even guard that. It's not even fair.
Quick release, and not to mention the fact that he's left-handed, so he's naturally harder to guard. As a righty, you're naturally trying to block a right-handed shot, and when he goes up left-handed, that's just harder to block, especially with a quick release like he has.
Yeah, that's Younger's 19th point of the game. McBride, good pass right there to Davila. Corey Davila's got 14 on the night. And Lee Summit West would call a timeout as Basehor Linwood takes the first double-digit lead of the night.
Yeah, Basehor Linwood looks like they're firing on all cylinders. It looked like they were playing really well. They were starting to extend a lead in the 3rd quarter. Now in the 4th quarter, they seem to be clicking even better. And they've extended this lead. It's the largest lead of the game, 10 points. And that's led by Connor Younger, who's been able to get it going pretty much from everywhere. And we'll see if Taven Glasgow and this Lee Summit West team is able to come back.
Now see, Trey, one of the only ways I can see that happening is starting to get the Basehor Linwood players in a little bit of foul trouble. A lot of them are playing with 2 fouls, which isn't really enough, but they all have 9 fouls. So another big point for Lee Summit West, they got to start playing more aggressive, draw those fouls, take them to the line, because those are essentially free points without the clock ticking, because the clock is right now is their enemy, down by 10 points. So continue to play aggressive. That will accumulate more fouls, more free throws, and also get the players more in foul trouble, less playing time.
Yeah, and for Basehor Linwood, be patient. Wait for scoring opportunities. You don't have to force up threes. Give it to your playmakers. Give it to McKnight. Give it to Younger. Give it to McBride. And just work the ball inside. Take open shots when you get them. Just be patient. Play good defense. You don't have to try to force turnovers. Just make sure you're not giving up rebounds on the offensive glass.
Ooh, a charge from Butler. That's going to be his 3rd of the night. Lee Summit West 5th.
And for Lee Summit West, you do need to be aggressive, but at the same time,
Don't be stupid.
You're down 10. You have 5 minutes left. Really, it's not that big a lead. You have to play good defense, force turnovers, but take good shots. Because you're not going to come back by taking off-balance three-point fadeaways. And you're especially not going to come back by having offensive fouls.
And that's one person I'd be targeting right there. Number 45, Davila, gets his 4th foul of the game. And that will make it bonus with the double bonus, but that was a foul, so they probably should have gone to the line. Wow, McKnight is glassed away. Oh, and a cherry pick right there by Jordan. He'll go, oh! Wow.
And he knocks him off the glass, but the foul is called, not letting him play that physical, and that will send Brown to the line.
That foul's on number 1, Tavian Glasgow, his first.
He's got 13 points so far in this game.
Jordan to the line. He's got 13 on the night. Basehor still up by 10 points. Jordan up. Jordan Brown, I should say. Brown already has 9 points this half. Has been a big point contributor for the Bobcats. He's got 14 on the night. 3 threes. 1 field goal from the field, and then now 4 free throws to make it 15. Glasgow looking to get the offense started up, now down by 12.
Got to work the ball inside for Lee Summit West.
Good pass right there,
yep.
Using that height right there.
And that's exactly what they do, working the ball inside. That's your big man Butler. You know, not really, especially with Lee Summit, or especially with Basehor Linwood having to sub out Davila. You know, Lee Summit West has a size advantage on him. So work the ball inside.
A good pass right there from Brown. Oh, but it looks like he's hurt. We're going to be playing 4-on-5 basketball right now, and I would let that go. It stays
really
in
nice
bounds,
save.
And they're still playing 4-on-5 basketball as Brown is injured. He cannot. Oh, he's.
And it looks like we have a Lee Summit West player injured as well. That's number 23, Alicia Hayes, who's kind of
living off the court. Let's take a look at that replay
court.
from that crazy last couple of seconds. And the ball is just kind of kicked around a little bit. Oh, not pleasant for Lee Summit West player. And it looks like Jordan Brown is going to come out of the game. It appears to be a knee injury. And checking in is going to be A.J. Cooper and Torkelson. Aggressive pass right there. Basehor Linwood has the advantage playing 4-on-5. Younger goes up to the rim. Oh, that was pretty. Oh,
Tried to use
really
the spin
good.
of the ball to make the layup and not quite able to get it.
Way too far of a pass right there. Can't have that.
That's sloppy play from Lee Summit West, and this is a time where you really have to lock in. You got 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're down by 10 points. You can't be throwing transition passes, especially you can't be throwing outlet passes out of bounds when you have an easy layup at the other end.
Foul by McKnight, his 3rd. Lee Summit West 7th foul. That will put Basehor in the bonus. McBride goes to the line. He's got 2 made free throws on the night. That's his 3rd. The 1-and-1 is good. Or I should say, he's got 1 made free throw, 2 fouls.
Number 3, Mike McKnight, his 3rd, team 7th foul for the Titans.
And the second shot is up and good as well for McBride. He has converted both of his free throws.
The Bobcat lead extends to 12 points now. Biggest lead of the game as they keep scoring. Their lead keeps increasing as Lee Summit West has gone cold from the field in the second half.
We're going to get a foul. That one going on number 2, A.J. Cooper.
Yeah, the Bobcats, this is something that we kind of expected going into this game, was their offense has been just lethal throughout, you know, last season, and some of their returners this year, you know, are guys that were big contributors on the offensive side last year. So look for them throughout this tournament to pretty much be the highest scoring team.
The foul is actually on number 15, Chase Torkelson, as Butler at the line converts again. He's racking up the points now at 11. 6 this half.
And Basehor Linwood, what they've done really well in this game is they're trying to make Lee Summit West play the style of play that they do. They're making them play fast. They're making them shoot the ball. You know, Basehor Linwood's got such a good offense that they can continue to run the floor very quickly. They're going to put up points, and they're going to force you to take a lot of bad shots because you think you have to score 3-pointers.
And Lee Summit West has started to become playing a little bit of a press here, especially on the inbound plays.
Yep, starting to get to desperation time where you have to force turnovers.
Basehor going to start taking their time a little bit now as the clock is their friend, up by 10 points. Younger retains possession, hits it off to McBride in the corner. A long baseball pass across the court, and it's not going to come down. Oh, but a bad pass. McBride takes it to the hoop. And is that a dead ball foul? It actually is somehow a foul on Basehor Linwood. Trevor McBride gets a foul after the shot. Yeah. And another foul. This one. Jordan Brown, third foul for him. 13th for Basehor Linwood. And the basket is good for Taven Glasgow.
Glasgow, that was a really nice play. Able to convert on the inside and get the free throw to make it a 3-point play. Now down 9 points, getting a little bit towards desperation time for Lee Summit West. Got to give the ball to your shooters. Got to work the ball inside. Pretty much anything you can to get a good shot. And don't hesitate when you get any bit of space.
Yep, and Basehor Linwood now up by 9, 64-55 with 2.5 to go. Some players that definitely have had some key games. Basehor Linwood has had a multitude of them. Jordan Brown's got 15. Trevor McBride's got 14. And then Corey Davila, who unfortunately has 4 fouls, has got 14 as well. And Connor Younger, of course, rounding out the group with a solid 19. So adding those up, having 4 good playmakers right there is definitely going to be easier to secure the win.
Yeah, you know, lots of guys that can put the ball in the hoop for Basehor Linwood, which is huge for any coach. And they got multiple guys that can shoot. We've seen it throughout this game. You got, you know, of course, number 1, Trevor McBride, the son of the coach, has been shooting really well. You got Jordan Brown shooting really well, and Connor McBride, of course. All 3 of those guys are really good shooters, and that makes your life a lot easier as a coach when you're able to space the floor like that. That makes it a lot easier to get the ball inside to your big men because they're going to be stretched thin on the inside.
After Trey and checking into the game for Basehor, number 12, Ethan Wilkinson. And no surprise, Lee Summit West on the press. Long pass to Peterson and is knocked out of bounds. Going to stay Basehor ball. Brown will inbound the ball to McBride. McBride goes. Oh, and that's what a press will do right there. Make you pay for mistakes. McKnight hits it off to
but can't be sloppy.
Glasgow, and then Glasgow turns it over to Younger. And he's glassed again. Wow, a lot of loose ball. Oh, another bad pass.
Turnover. Wow. So both of these teams
so
just
much happening right now.
Slinging the ball across the court, and that exchange ends up with Lee Summit West scoring the basket.
So much happening right now, and Basehor Linwood is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, Mike McKnight able to score on the opposite end on the transition layup, and we had the ball just being thrown from end to end, turnovers on each side, and that was really just a crazy turn of events.
Yeah, let's take a look at a replay of that event, see if we can figure it out. And that's actually just the scoring drive by McKnight, but as you can see, there was a lot of dead ball, or loose ball activity, I should say. A lot of physical activity, and none of it was a foul, so the game just kept going on. Score now 64-57, as Basehor now has a 7-point lead, but has way too many fouls, and Lee Summit West should capitalize on that, knowing now they can get a foul, go to the line here.
Yeah, number 12, Ethan Wilkinson, with great effort, if you saw at the end of that replay, going up to try to block the transition layup, not able to get it.
And Basehor Linwood will call a timeout here because they had no time to pass that ball in.
And Lee Summit West definitely not out of this game. You got a 7-point deficit right now.
7 points is nothing in basketball.
Yeah, especially when you have guys like Glasgow that can hit a 3-pointer off a dime. So
2 quick turnovers, right back in it.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing is, you know, they've switched this full court press out of desperation, of course, in the past 3 or 4 minutes, and now they're able to create turnovers. And when you get in transition, the most important thing is you got to take care of the ball. Because if you're in transition and you turn the ball over, they're going to be on the other side of the court and scoring in the next 2 seconds because all the guys are on the other side of the court. And for Basehor Linwood, they just need to be patient and take care of the ball. Because look, if you're playing, as long as you keep playing good defense, you can keep them from only probably score 10 points. If Lee Summit West gets hot, let's say they score 10 points in the next 2 minutes, that's realistic. All really that Basehor Linwood needs to do is score 3 or 4 points. That's all you really need to do.
Yep, all Basehor Linwood needs to do is be smart, get the ball in play, and then be smart with the ball, and that'll do it right there. That's what they need to do. Connor Younger takes the ball and is fouled by Taven Glasgow, his second. Lee Summit West 8, and that will send it Younger to the line for a 1-on-1.
Yeah, he is currently sitting at 19 points, and if he's able to make this free throw, he will go up to 20 points for the game. And it looks like this will be a 1-on-1 for Basehor Linwood. So this first free throw is going to be very important.
Younger is good for his first free throw. He has made 3 tonight. Here's his 4th. Right there, and the second one is also in good. Younger's 21st point of the night. Glasgow down the court. He passes it off to Butler, and
really
it's stolen away
defense.
by McBride. And they've got Brown all the way up and in, gets the right-handed layup. Jordan Brown, his 17th point of the night.
Yeah, really pressing the issue still on defense for Basehor Linwood, able to come up with the steal. That's just really good from McKnight, you know, poking your hands in with a big man drives. They're going to be dribbling the ball a little bit higher than normal, which makes it easier to steal.
Rebound by Younger, and he is blocked again. It looks like we will have a foul. And we will see that replay here coming in as Younger came in. And yeah, this is the push.
Yep, Butler going up for the block on
number 4 McDonald.
On Connor Younger. And Connor Younger really just been showing a lot of willpower going through a lot of big men today. He's been fouled quite a bit. And it looks like we're going to have a technical. Looks like we're going to have a technical foul called.
Interesting to see what the officials would have said.
So Younger will get a free throw and the ball.
And Younger missed the free throw.
Technical foul, of course, resulting in 2 free throws.
And they are going to call it, I think they're going to call it an intentional foul is what on the push. Because, which it is, he's trying to stop him from doing the layup. It's intentional, but it's only going to count as 1 foul. And as he makes his last shot, Connor Younger matches his number, 22 points on the game.
Very important defensive possession now for Lee Summit West. Another bucket could possibly take them out of this game completely.
Basehor up by 12. Younger takes his time. Oh, and stolen away by McKnight. Good play right there by Mike McKnight, but he loses the dribble. Butler goes up and finishes and gets it to go. Wow, a good course of events right there for Butler. He gets his 2 to go. And a foul on number 2, AJ Cooper, his 3rd, team's 14th.
And we're looking at replay now, and just some sloppy play from Lee Summit West on the transition once again, but Butler able to get the roll off the glass for the and 1. And now for the free throw part.
Free throw from Butler is not going to fall in. And
jump ball.
Jump ball.
Well, that may have been one of the shortest possessions of jump ball I've seen in a long time.
Right, and the possessional era, of course, in favor of Lee Summit West currently, so they will get the ball. Big for them because now they're down 10 points and they have the ball. A 3-pointer that puts them at 7 points.
Yep. Davila checks back in the game on the jump ball. McKnight gets the inbound and puts it up, and we're going to get another foul. That one going on number 1.
2 and 1s in a row, and Lee Summit West is crawling their way back in this game.
Yep. McKnight gets the shot, and that foul on number 1, Trevor McBride, his
And at this point
3rd.
in the game for Basehor Linwood, you know, you got to shy away from the fouls because you're stopping the clock, and looks like we're going to have a free throw violation, a lane violation.
I think they actually called a personal foul on that one.
Maybe
Jordan Brown gets a foul, and that's going to give him 2 more shots.
Yeah, Basehor Linwood wasn't quite sure who the foul was called on, and all of them were looking around like, me?
Yes. Brennan at the line gets that one to go. That's his 11th point of the game, or 12th, I should say.
And if he's able to make this, it would be a 4-point play.
Yeah, that's really, you can't have that happen if you're Baser.
Or excuse me, a 5-point play. That's 5 points coming right off of that. Wow.
That's an easy penalty right there to be called. McKnight.
Foul call on number 3, Mike McKnight.
That's McKnight's 4th penalty. And that will bring Basehor Linwood to a double bonus.
Miller.
And Younger able to knock down the free throw. Currently an 8-point game. Lee Summit West really needs to press the issue, get the ball inside, and gets a great roll from Glasgow. Really nice possession there for Lee Summit West. Able to work the ball inside from complete down court. Glasgow using his speed and using his creativity at the rim to get the 2-point layup. And all of a sudden we have a 6-point game. This game is getting very interesting.
Yep, both teams in double bonus. Basehor Linwood up by 6 with a minute and 15-second go. This being the second day of our invitational tournament here, we at North Indian Sports would like to thank all of our crew, directors, technical directors, cameramen, sideline reporters, graphics people, our announcers, our studio announcers, and all other crew members that are helping us. And a special thanks to Ms. Higgins and Mr. Jeff Nold for helping us get this all together.
And also a big thanks to our athletic director, Mr. Bob Cornell. Yeah, he does a lot setting this tournament up. This tournament is really Mr. Cornell's baby. He sets all this stuff up. All this is very hard work. You know, this atmosphere is put together by the sports marketing crew. So this Liberty North Invitational, there's a lot of work going on all sides.
Inbound for Basehor Linwood. Younger gets the inbound, and he's got no one to throw to.
They're double teaming ball right now. They're forcing the cross-court passes, which is going to result in something dangerous for Basehor Linwood. They're going to have to swing the ball around very quickly and very carefully.
Younger's got time, and yep, they're going to get him on the foul right there, and it's going to send Younger to the line. That foul looks like to be on number 0 for Lee Summit West. Josh Butler. This is his 4th foul, but it doesn't make a difference on how many team fouls he got. Both in no bonus.
And Younger makes the first free throw. That puts him at 25 points for the game. And I can't even imagine how exhausted he is right now. He's played almost this entire game. He's really been a workhorse. He's been distributing, he's been scoring and rebounding, and he's been at work on the defensive side. He's really been all around. He's got to be very tired.
And that foul looks like it's going to be on number 11 for Basehor Linwood. Chandler Miller, his first. It's going to send Lee Summit West back to the line. Lee Summit West only down by 7 with just under a minute to go.
Very important free throws right now for Lee Summit West. This is cut it to a 2-possession game.
That one is up and good for Butler. He's got 15 on the night.
And that does make it a 2-possession game. If he's able to make this, we'll have just a 5-point game.
Butler's second shot is up, and that one is going to go in as well. Butler converts his 16th point of the game, and Lee Summit West not going to sleep here. Got plenty of time to come back in this game, especially playing with this press. Oh, and Basehor Linwood should get an easy opportunity to put it up. Jordan Brown getting the score.
And of course, the clock in high school basketball does not stop after a basket is scored.
And another foul on Lee Summit West. This one, it looks to be going on number 2 for Lee Summit West. A.J. Cooper, or Taven Glasgow, I should say, his 3rd foul.
And Lee Summit West was going to have to score at that end in order to get back into this game. And now you have a 7-point game. Basehor Linwood back at the line, potentially 2 more points.
McBride's free throw is up and good. It's going to bring it to a 9-point game. Or an 8-point game, I should say. 9 potentially here. That one's up the front of the rim. Glasgow up to the rim. Wow, great move right there by Glasgow. And Basehor Linwood was going to get a foul called. And that one's from Davila.
That's terrible. That's awful.
His 5th foul of the game.
And I'm not exactly sure what the foul was called on. It was, of course, fouled on Davila, and he will be fouled out. That's his 5th foul of the game. Lee Summit West to the line, down 6 points. And Glasgow will be to the line, one of their key players in this game. Both teams now in the double bonus, so he will get 2 free throws.
And we're just going to apologize in advance, as the Liberty North student section will be right behind us. So anything you may hear coming through our microphones, just know that that stuff is not going to be able to be controlled, as the students will be sitting behind us. So just use discretion as you may.
Well said.
Yeah.
There will be.
There'll probably be some name calling. It'll be loud, and maybe some.
Yeah, you'll hear some nasty
language.
insults like, your shoes untied.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Or your socks are ugly, like, just the nastiest of the nasty.
I can remember last year as Liberty North played Basehor Linwood, Connor Younger used to have bigger hair, almost like an afro, you could say, and Liberty North student section was relentless and called him Bob Ross all night. And it's all good fun, but just an FYI, that is definitely potentially going to happen in this next game.
And high school students, of course, do not use discretion.
Nope, they don't
ever.
Nope, just gonna say whatever we want to say.
Except for us, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah. And coming out of the timeout, Basehor Linwood somehow still staying in this game, are up by 4 points, and Lee Summit West not going anywhere. Still got plenty of time to put together some scoring drives.
And Lee Summit West has slowly gotten themselves to just a 4-point deficit. And at this point, for the Titans, you foul if you have to, but you're really trying to create a turnover. And right now is when you foul. Yep. Good play. Oh, and Younger sinks it. Doesn't count, of course. But he did sink it off the glass.
Yikes.
But the bank's not open. It's past 5.
Bank is closed right there as McBride goes to the line on the foul.
And a good foul from McKnight.
Looks like it's the 5th foul for McKnight.
And that's a big loss for the Titans here late in this game.
McBride, on the other hand, goes up and makes that free throw. That's McBride's 16th point. And looks like Basehor Linwood was going to call a timeout for this last free throw.
And this is a big free throw. If Basehor Linwood does miss this free throw, the Titans are going to have a chance to go in transition and get a quick bucket. And I think that's partially why Basehor Linwood calls a timeout here, is you're trying to drop what kind of defense you're going if you're missing. And especially, so you have 2 scenarios. Number 1 is you make it, so then you're drawing up your full court defense. And you're saying, okay, we're going to press these guys or we're going to play off. And number 2 is, okay, let's say we miss this free throw. You're saying, okay, what are we going to do? Who's going to get back? What guys are going to be immediately backpedaling? So you're just drawing up your defense. You can't give up an easy, quick bucket if you're the Bobcats right now. That's the last thing you want to do, is give them a quick bucket to make it a 1-possession game. You have to make this free throw, or you have to play great transition defense.
Yep, definitely a lot could be happening on this free throw. McBride has been pretty solid all night. He's got a lot of free throws made. 3 to be exact, and now 4. Catching it in right there, 77-71. Glasgow has got to put it down the court right now. McDonald, he's got time. Doesn't shoot anything, and ooh, that could have been a foul, but hits it off the front of the rim.
And it looks like that will.
And that should do it right there.
Yeah, very exciting at the end of this game as Lee Summit West just was not able to get a guy open. They had one of their big shooters, McKnight, of course, that had just fouled out. That really hurt their chances of getting a three-pointer.
And Younger will go back to the line. That one is up off the front of the rim.
Younger currently sitting at 25 points on the night, trying to make it 26 here on this free throw. He struggled a little bit from the free throw line tonight, as you can't say enough good things about him, but he does need to improve a little bit on the free throw line, as he does miss both there.
That shot is up. Final shot from Lee Summit West is no good, and that concludes tonight's contest between the Basehor Linwood Bobcats and Lee Summit West Titans. Basehor Linwood is going to come up out on top, 77-71, and will play the winner of the next game versus Liberty North and Northeast, and the Lee Summit West Titans will play on Thursday at, it looks like, I think it will be either at 5:30 or 4 o'clock versus the loser of the next two games. Stay tuned for our next game, Liberty North versus Northeast on North Nation Sports.
You have the player of the game.
Hello and welcome to your studio post-game show. I'm Zach Klug alongside my partner Jack Kinkowitz, and our third game just came to a close where the Basehor Linwood Bobcats just beat the Lee Summit West Titans 77-71.
That's right, Zach. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game.
Yeah, right here we got number 0, Jordan Brown, shooting a deep three. That looked about 4 feet back, and that was really a good shot by him as we see him moving the yeah, we see number 45 going in with a nice layup. That's Corey Davila.
There's our player of the game right there, Connor Younger, making some plays happen right there with some really, really fancy passing. He was definitely a player to watch tonight.
Yeah, he had some great handles as we see a three missed by Connor Younger, but here we go, the second half points. That's really where Basehor Linwood got their edge to win this game.
There was a lot of just really, really good ball movement and a lot of team effort, as you can see right there, just perfect, just non-selfish basketball. They didn't care. But the Lee Summit West Titans definitely put up a fight and made this game a very, very big nail-biter with some really, really commanding plays, as the final score ended up being 77-71.
Yeah, that's a really high-scoring game. That's definitely the highest-scoring game of the tournament so far. Really impressive. Both teams came out with a great offensive performances. They were really making shots. I'm sure if these teams would have been playing other teams, then maybe the outcome would have been different. These were two really good teams to play in the first round.
Oh yes, definitely.
But very talented. And let's go ahead and head to our player of the game, who is Connor Younger, as he had 25 points on the night. Anytime you have a 25-point game, just to start off a tournament, that's a strong statement that he was building.
For sure, yes. He was very, very good, not only at scoring himself, but also making plays happen with lots of different assists and different passes. Just a really, really good non-selfish basketball player, making plays and shooting hoops.
Yeah, and I'm so focused on this Basehor Linwood offense of how talented it was. They had 4 players who got over 14 points, and that's really saying something. They have multiple players who can score that many points in a game. That just shows how good their offense can be for the rest of the tournament. They're definitely going to be in contention for a championship coming here Friday.
Not only that, but their defense was also something to really, really think about. It was very, very good.
Yeah, they had a couple of block shots, and it was really impressive. And we're going to send it to a commercial break right now.
Hawthorn Bank believes in its customers and their dreams for the future.
About 5 years ago, when we had a smaller space and it was time to move, I had a vision for what I wanted, and Hawthorn was the one that could see the vision. Honestly, I don't think it could have happened without Hawthorn Bank.
I'm Kent Peterson, Market President for Hawthorn Bank. We are proud to support Liberty Public Schools and the Liberty community. Hawthorn Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And coming up in just a few moments, we're going to have the Liberty North facing off against
the Northeast Vikings.
The Kansas City Northeast Vikings, and we'll be bringing you that game very shortly, so stay tuned.